subtle traits, physical traits that are attractive. What do you think they are? 601-995-1017. An article broke this down state to state, and I was bummed whenever I saw what Mississippians find the most attractive physically. Posture. Apparently, Mississippians find good posture way more sexy than bad posture, and it's like a big deal for people in Mississippi, Colorado, Alabama, and North Dakota. Those are the states that love the posture the most.
Posture does affect it. Like, I feel like if you have good posture, you can boost your rating overall, just because, like, it looks like you're more confident if you have good posture.
Really?
Yeah, because you're standing up straight, your head's held high. Like, that just kind of exudes confidence, whereas if you're slouched over, you don't look as confident.
I don't even notice posture. That's something that I do not notice. That and eyelashes. Do not see posture or eyelashes. Ever.
Well, I guess that's you.
601-995-1017. This is an interesting text we just got from Robbie. And Robbie says, I think Asians have the prettiest legs. It's like the structure of their legs are different from ours. Not something I've ever noticed before. But it's his opinion. That's Robbie's opinion. No judgment at all. This is the judgment-free zone. 601-995-1017. Sky texted us and said, hey, Adam, do you find these attractive? And then I waited, and then she sent D's nuts. Thanks a lot, Sky. Appreciate it. Somebody did get me with that at my Arby's remote the other day. I think it got posted on TikTok. A few people have reached out to me about it.
You're TikTok famous now.
A little bit.
Yay!
So where I line up with most, I would say people in Florida, Arkansas, Arizona, and New York, they all find facial expressiveness the most attractive, low-key physical trait. And I think I'm totally right there with that. And it's not like just not having the resting bee face or the resting smile face. It is having a wide range, being able to express a bunch of different emotions with your facial expressions. And I think that makes it easier for me to tell what you're thinking.
That is the whole point.
You know?
That is the point. Do you feel like you might have a hard time dating someone who has had Botox, who maybe they're not going to get the forehead wrinkles, their eyes aren't going to get all wide and scrunched and stuff like that?
If it is going to change your ability to express yourself without words, then yeah. Yeah, that would absolutely affect how attractive I found somebody, because like I wouldn't know. It would just be like constantly flatline. You know?
You would just constantly be worried.
I'd be constantly having to guess. Like, what is she mad at me? What is she mad at me for? I don't know. West Virginia says they're checking out walks the most.
What?
Like people's style of walk is the thing that's low key, but a physical trait and most attractive.
That scares me because, like, I don't want to have to think about how I'm walking somewhere. Like, someone's going to be studying whether they're attracted to it or not.
And in Alaska, it's not eyes or eyebrow, or it's not eyes or eyelashes. It's eyebrows that people find most attractive.
I wonder what kind of eyebrows. Are they like in, the super bushy, done up eyebrows? Are they like in the real thin ones? Like, what is it that we like, Alaska?
I don't know, but one of the biggest turn off is an overplucked eyebrow. So there you go.
Oh.
So, I don't know. Subtle physical traits that you find really attractive. Because in Mississippi, everybody loves good posture. Apparently, that is the most subtle physical trait that people find hot. 601-995-1017. I'm just curious if MJ is from Kansas, because hand gestures make the biggest difference in Kansas. They're into both shapes of hands and movement. So, MJ, do you like whenever you talk with your hands? Like if a guy's talking with his hands, is that like, ooh, look at those hands?
Oh, if you like someone who talks with their hands, probably too much and might risk knocking over a glass of something, I am your girl.
and you had asked MJ, like, what about the hands in particular?
Yeah.
She said 10 fingers is a plus. Masculine, strong, thicker, but not sausage fingers.
What?
I want some nice veins on the back and short, clean nails. Extra points if the arms match.
Oh, my.
So MJ got a lot of specifications about the hands.
Very specific. My low-key turn on is somebody who has the sarcastic smirk nailed down.
Oh, really?
Like they make that comment, that little zinger, and then they give you that little smirk.
Jim from The Office is what you're talking about, right?
No, that's too much. That's laying it on too. It's got to be just that subtle, there's a twinkle in their eye, their mouth curls just a little bit. I don't know. There's just something about that it's ooh, you have a good sense of humor. I like it.
Izzy's subtle turn on is good teeth. I won't hold it against somebody if their teeth aren't awesome because you can't necessarily help it. But it really stands out whenever somebody has especially well-maintained teeth. And I was wondering, is that just real bright whites, or do they have to be straight, or what would you prefer? Maybe they're not so straight, but they're really white, or they're perfectly straight, but a little more yellow.
Yeah.
And she said it's like a mix of both.
There you
Interesting.
go.
601-995-1017 is our phone number. Hey, Kenny, what's up?
Well, see, it's not me finding it attractive, but I found going from different places around the world that the Southern gentleman trait is a catcher. The saying yes, ma'am, and yes, sir kind of deal is picked up from that Southern gentleman kind of deal, and it's loved.
You know what? I was kind of thinking that I wonder if I would have thought Mississippi would be just a dude saying ma'am. Would be
Exactly. But it's the way you say ma'am. It's not. Now, some women don't like to be called ma'am because it makes them feel old.
I don't. Yeah, that's me.
But sometimes the way you say it and the characteristics of how you coming out, well, yes, ma'am, it comes off so smooth, and they oh, hold on. It's that gentleman characteristic.
Thank you for the call, Kenny. Appreciate your phone call. I told you about Louisiana. I was a little sad that Mississippi wasn't like Louisiana because vocal quality is the physical trait that Louisianians, along with people from North Carolina and Tennessee, are most into. I really think, as far as physical traits are concerned, that's probably my best one. My voice.
The one that you can't see.
Yeah. Bingo.
That's so bad.
No, but I mean, I don't know. I think that I'm not just being humble. I'm being realistic.
Well, okay, you do have a nice voice, but I don't know. It sounds really good on the radio, but is that the type of voice that makes you feel good if somebody's sweet talking in your ear at night? I don't know that that's the same voice quality that people in Louisiana are talking about, you know?
Well,
it could be different.
It was in Ohio, not so much in Florida and Mississippi.
Adam and Allison in the morning.